Hey everyone, it's Craig Campbell with Pastor Craig's Vintage Cards, and just wanted to tell everybody happy July 4th. Today's the 3rd, but we're looking forward to a good 4th of July with family and friends and the fireworks. And we've got 3 dogs. We'll see how they do. They really hate the fireworks, but we'll try to keep them calm. But yeah, Independence Day coming up, and I got a few things in the mail, and I wanted to share them with you. And I'll flip the camera around here. There we go. Al Kaline. Al Kaline's one of my favorite players. Many reasons why. Uh, I was born in 1962, so by the time I can really remember baseball pretty clear, it was 1972, 73, and of course, Kaline was towards the end of his career, being a rookie in 1955. But I can remember going to baseball games at County Stadium. We did see the Tigers play a few times, and I always remember my dad and my older brother talking about Al Kaline, but just how good of a player he was and how good of a person he was, especially my dad always appreciated how Al Kaline was just a great man, a very honorable man, and just a very good player. And again, my dad, having gone the Navy in 1955, he pretty much grew up as an adult with Al Kaline being a superstar, and just a great player. And I've always appreciated him. I was in the Air Force in Michigan. And when I was there, Al Kaline was the broadcaster for the Tigers. So I listened to Kaline broadcast games really from like 1985 until about 1991 or 92. And in the Upper Peninsula, Michigan, Al Kaline was the man, Mr. Tiger. And I've been working on his run, and I picked up a few cards here this week. Just want to share them with you. And this one I'm really happy with. This is a 1963. Just a beautiful card with the yellow and green. And you can see at the bottom, it's really clean. A lot of times it'll chip there on the bottom on the colors. And pretty well-centered card. Not much snow on it. Just a really nice 1963. And I love the back. I like the yellow and the white. And you can see, Al was quite the ball player all through the 50s and the 60s. And look at that career batting average, 308. And what a great player. That 1955 season was something else when he hit 340, 27 home runs, 102 RBIs. And the next year he follows it up with a 314 average and 27 homers and 128 RBIs. What a player. That 55, 56 season was pretty good. And then you can see that one year in 59, where he hit 27 home runs with a 327 average. Man, what a great first 5 or 6 years. And then in 62, he hit 304 with 29 home runs and 94 RBIs. And the Tigers, they didn't have the greatest teams back then, and Al Kaline was kind of the main guy, obviously, on their team. But real happy to pick up this 1963 Al Kaline. And I got this here just the other day. It came in, a 1970 Kaline. And pretty happy with this. This is a newer graded card. You can tell by the number and the PSA rainbow, but pretty well centered. Real happy with that. And the 1970 set is definitely not my favorite of the 70s. I can tell you that. The gray border just does not do it for me. But you can see he's at Yankee Stadium. You can see the facade there over his shoulder, and just a real nice card. And what a long career there. He's got a 302 career average after that 1969 season, and with 24 46 hits. And again, just a great player. This is from kind of, getting in the high numbers here, 640. And I was real happy to pick up this 1970 Kaline. And then this is the last one I picked up recently, this 1972. And this is my favorite set of the 70s. I love the 72 sets, whether it's football, baseball, or basketball. I just think they're outstanding. And what a nice card here. The opposite of Billy Martin. Many people have seen the famous Billy Martin card from 72 where he's got his middle finger running down the bat. Kind of the same pose as Kaline, very similar. But this is just a real nice card here. Just real happy to get this. And again, getting into the higher numbers, card number 600. And very well centered in the back. Looks really nice. And just got this just a couple days ago. So real happy to have this 72 Al Kaline. And since I'm looking at Al Kaline, I'm just going to give you a quick run through what I have on Kaline. I'm working on this set. I'm going to go from oldest to newest pretty quickly. But here's a nice 1955 Bowman Al Kaline in a 5.5. And I got this from Don, from Don's Field of Dreams at the Strongsville show. So I got the 55 Bowman, then I have this nice 56 Al Kaline, real nice card, and a nice 5.5. And I picked this up at Strongsville as well. Love the 56 set. Certainly a great set. And I've got this 1958 Kaline. Love the red colors. And the biggest thing I was looking for in here was no snow. And you can see there's a little spot right there, but the rest of the card is really, really nice. Again, a newer card, pretty well centered too, for these 58s. So real happy to have that one. And I've got this, one of my favorite sets, the 1960 Kaline. Again, just a beautiful card. Love the Tiger logo. Nice close-up of Kaline. That's a nice 4.5. And another one of my favorites, the 64. Just a real sharp card here. Pretty well centered. Corners are a little bit soft, and that's kind of where I got the 4 at. But again, a pretty clear, nice registration. Just a good-looking card for a 4. Real happy to have that. And the 68. And you can tell this is an older 68, but not too bad. Pretty well centered for the 68. Corners are a little bit soft. And a little bit of softness along the bottom edge here. But again, just a nice looking card. And the centered left to right is pretty good on that one. And then lastly, I have this 74 in a newer one here. It's kind of interesting. The Detroit and the Tigers is kind of a brown color. And a lot of the other ones are more red. But this nice 1974 Kaline. And then I have a few here that are ungraded. I've got a 75 Mini and a 75 regular. This is his last card by Topps. Got this real nice 71. The edges are just really good, and I'm going to get this graded, and you can see the centering is really kind of off left to right, but just otherwise just a real sharp card. I want to wait and see what this grades before I buy another one. I have this 69. Again, such a problem with the centering left to right on these, but I have that one, and then I've got this 69, which is even a little bit more worse on the centering left to right. This 67, it's not in too bad a shape. And I love these All-Star cards, a 61 All-Star card. Again, pretty nice card. I'm going to probably take these into the National, get them graded. This is a 61. This is pretty soft all the way around. I don't know for sure what I'm going to do with this one here. Maybe looking to pick up a graded 61. And same with this 59. Nice red background. You can see there's a few scratches on the card, and probably going to get something different than this and just leave this one on the raw, as well as the 57. So that is my Kaline run, but just real happy to add these 3 new ones here. This beautiful 63. And I'm real happy with this 1970. And lastly, the 72. But Al Kaline, a great player. Got to see him play a few times. And, of course, listened to him a whole lot when he was on the TV and radio. But Mr. Tiger, just a great player. Very underrated, but just such a solid career. And really, beyond that, he was really probably a better person than he was a ball player. And that's pretty hard to say for a lot of players. But Al Kaline, one of my favorites, and I'm looking forward to working on his run. I'm probably going to be looking at the 55 and maybe a rookie card at the National. You know, we'll see on the rookie card because they can get kind of expensive. But if I can find the right one that fits the right eye appeal and is in the right place on the budget, I may be looking to do that. But just wanted to share this with you real quick before the 4th of July. I hope everyone has a really safe and enjoyable 4th of July and enjoy the hobby. And I'm looking forward to seeing so many of you at the National. And just have a great day. Take care.